Good morning. As I mentioned last week, as I messaged you, I am going to start with a new concept, that is group 18th element in the P block elements. See, from the P block element, total of 10 mark questions will be there in the annual. That also one mark question, usually the 7th question in the first main compulsory question, and that question will be asked from group 18th. Now there are certain messages are going on in WhatsApp and alert that this chapter is deleted, that chapter is deleted, etc. But so far no official confirmation is there. So thinking that this chapter will be deleted, that chapter will be deleted, etc. and finally saying all will be deleted, etc. Simply don't sit at the home. Oh, sir, let them first announce the complete syllabus. Then I am going to start the preparation, etc. That also should not be there. If you do, you will be the fool people. Remember this. Because once college starts and as the messages which are circulating now, not a official one, maybe that chapter may be further included only, then you'll be in the trouble. So thinking that all the chapters are there for the exam, start studying. Don't, yo, that fellow said, this fellow said, etc. Okay. Now, see you. What are P block element? Already mentioned. The last electron enters into the P orbital or P subshell. They're all P block element, already mentioned. 13th group element, it is the boron family. 14th is the carbon family. 15th is the nitrogen family, which I am discussing with the videos. 16th is oxygen family. 17th is halogens. And the last one, 18th. 18th is noble gases. They're also known as inert gases. Zero group elements also. And from this chapter, from this 18 group concept, usually the 7th question will be there in the first main. That was the 1 mark question. See how many elements are present in the group 18th. Helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. 6 elements. And the 118th element also already discovered, but it is still to be given the proper namings. Okay. Now, helium is atomic number 2, mass number 4. And see names. How the helium name was given out, etc. The helium is the main constituent in the sun's crust. And in the Greek, helos means sun. So from that, helium was given the name as helium. Neon. In the Greek, neos means the new, because what happened? No, once the helium is discovered, the next discovered element was not the neon; it was the argon. After the argon discovery, neon was discovered. So new. Then argon, it is inert, and the Greek argos means the inert or the lazy. Krypton, it was hidden. From that, the Greek word hidden, the krypton name was given out. And the xenon was given from the Greek word xenos, the stranger element. Compared to the other noble gases, this has a certain reactivity also. Then the radon, and remember, this radon does not exist in the atmosphere, whereas other five noble gases that exist in the atmosphere, it is in a very small quantity, less than 1%. But radon does not exist in the atmosphere. Only through radioactive disintegration of radium we are getting the radon. See these words like from where we got neon, etc., not important for the annual exam, but sometimes the computer exams they may say among this which element is referred for lazy, like that the question can be there, or which element is referred because of the hidden or stranger, or because of the presence in the sun's crust, like that the question can be there in the competitive exam, that we need, not for the annual exam. Note on this properly, the atomic number and the mass numbers, and from where you got these names. And remember, once the college starts, I'm not going to again explain all these things. Remember this. So make a note of it properly. Then why the noble gases name came, or why the inert gases, this name is there for group 18th element. Why they are called as noble gases? Why they are called as inert gases? Why they are called as rare gases? See, they are non-reactive. Why they are non-reactive? See, electronic configuration part, if you consider, it is NS2, NP6 configuration will be there, except for helium, which has 1s2 configuration. What is configurations? Yes, it is completely filled electronic configuration in the valence shell. Means if I go for, yes, maximum capacity is 2, that is filled. P, it is 6, it's filled. And 1s2, there is no 1p, etc. So completely filled configuration will be there. So when a completely filled electronic configuration is there, proper symmetry will be there, more stability will be there. When the more stable condition is there, what they do? They don't want to get disturbed. They don't want to lose that stability factor. So usually they will not go for any reactions. If they go for the reaction, then there is a chance of their formation of new compounds, but they resist this. And again, completely filled orbital means high ionization will be there, because to remove from the stable, we need more energy. All these factors make them less reactive. And if you go for compounds also, so far we know the compounds of xenon, krypton. No compounds of helium or neon or argon is known so far. And among this krypton and xenon, the maximum compounds are formed by the whatever xenon, because of their less reactivity, which happens due to completely filled ns to np6 configuration octet structure. 18 group elements are called as noble gases. No reactivity, we call it as inert gases also. Next one, why the noble gases are called as rare gases? If we consider the atmospheric gases, 78% is 15 group element, the nitrogen. Around 21% 16 group element, oxygen. And this noble gases altogether: helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, together less than 1%. Less than 1% will be there in the atmosphere. Because of that, it is known as rare gases. Means limited, very less. Okay. So this also can be asked in that competitive exams, not competitive exam, sorry, in the annual exam. Why they are called as rare gases, etc. Now, why they can be called as zero group element? Because valency is 0. NS2, NP6 is there. So they won't gain the electron. They won't lose the electrons easily. So valency is considered as, this property is not there. Valency is considered 0. So 0 valent element also. So 0 valent element also. If you are asked which is a 0 valent element, you have to say noble gases. Now, discoveries. Again, this discovery factor important for the competitive exams rather than the annual exam. Helium was discovered by Lockyer. Actually, this was an accidental discovery. Not that he wanted to discover the helium. The scientist, the Lockyer, was doing an experiment during the total solar eclipse to know what may be the constituent in the sun's crust. And he came to know that there is something, and then he mentioned it as helium. He came to know that certain gases are there in the maximum amount in the sun's crust, and in the Greek, helos means sun. So by that the name helium was given out. It's not Lockyer. Helium discovered by Lockyer. Neon. It was discovered by Ramsay and Maurice M. Travers. Okay. There's a mistake. Ramsay, Sir Ramsay is not there. Only Sir William Ramsay and Maurice M. Travers in 1898. Actually, after the discovery of helium, argon was discovered by Ramsay and Rayleigh. Their discovery of the argon gave a scope for the discovery of the neon because Mendeleev had already introduced his periodic table, and so elements with the similar properties are in the same group when arranged in the increasing order of atomic masses was there. So after helium there was a gap, then there was argon, so there was chance for experiment over there. So this William Ramsay and the Maurice M. Travers, they did the experiment, they discovered the whatever neon. Then argon was discovered by Ramsay and this Lord Rayleigh in 1894. And again, this argon discovery also interesting. What happened? No, they were isolating the nitrogen from the atmosphere, and they got the success in getting the nitrogen from the atmosphere. But for their surprise, nitrogen obtained from the atmosphere and the nitrogen obtained by other chemical method does not had a same density. Mass by volume value no was different. So these two scientists thought that there should be something else rather than nitrogen alone in the atmosphere. Then they started the experiment to isolate that gas. Finally, they got the success and they said this is argon. Then after that, krypton and the xenon were discovered by the same Ramsay and the Travers in 1898. Another scientist called as the Dorn, he discovered this radon in 1900. But the name radon was given as radon in 1923. Before that, it was known as niton. Because of their shining nature, niton was given out from the Latin word. Actually, Dorn discovered this radon in 1900 or 1900. Okay. So this discover name you should remember for the competitive exams, because sometimes the question can be there in the competitive exam. Ramsay and Travers discovered. Ramsay Rayleigh discovered. Oh, among this which is not discovered by this fellow, like that question can be there. See, this again important. Most abundant element in the universe, that is hydrogen and helium. And remember, hydrogen is the lightest element where the helium is the second lightest element as well as second most abundant element in the universe. I'm saying with respect to universe, not for the earth. Remember this. In the earth atmosphere, less than 1%. But when you consider the sun crust, helium is there in abundance. In the coal gas, etc., in the trapped condition, again, the helium is there. So total percentage in the universe, if we consider, it is around 24%. So don't get confused. Sir is saying something because aluminum is the metal which is in the most abundant in the earth crust. Sir is saying helium is the second most, etc. No, that is different concept. Aluminum is a metal with respect to that. Then occurrence. All the noble gases except the radon occurs in the atmosphere. In this, there may be a question. Name the noble gas which is not present in the atmosphere. That is the radon. Remember, radon is radioactive. Note it properly. Means in the computer exam or in annual exam also they may say, name the radioactive noble gas. That is the radon. Symbol is Rn. Okay. Then, see in the atmosphere, the abundance will be less than 1%. Again, only helium, neon, argon, krypton, and the xenon, not the radon. Only these 5 noble gases are present, not all the 6. Again, this helium, sometimes present in the minerals like pitch blende, monazite, clevite, etc. In the trapped condition, they will be there. Okay. Interstitial compound we call. In that also they may be there. And see, from this also one question can be there in the annual. Name the main commercial source of helium. Note it. Commercial source is natural gas. Okay. It is a natural gas, not the atmospheric gas. Natural gas is the main commercial source for the helium. Then among these noble gases also, xenon and the radon are the rarest element of the group. Very less quantity compared to them. And remember one more point, one more question can be there. Name the noble gas which is most abundant in the atmosphere. It is argon. Note it. Write down this. Most abundant noble gas in the atmosphere is the argon, whereas most abundant noble gas in the universe is helium. Don't get confused with these two. Again, I repeat, helium in the universe. Whereas this is in the atmosphere. Competitive exams also question can be there. Annual exam also question can be there. Then how we are getting the radon? Radon is obtained only by radioactive disintegration of radium. 88 radium 226, which is the alkaline earth metal group, second group element, when undergoes radioactive disintegration gives 86 radon 222 to helium 4. If you remember properly, Last year also I mentioned one thing. This is one important thing only while explaining the alkaline earth metal. See, this alkaline earth metal group element, radium, gives two noble gases, radon and helium. What the question will be there? Right, Rich? Name the element that gives two noble gases. I repeat, name the element that gives the two noble gases. Your answer should be there as radium. Because radon also noble gas, helium also a noble gas. We call it as alpha particle also, if you remember this. Okay. Now, what is the answer for this now? Come and tell me. What is the answer for this? Commercial source of helium. It is natural gas. Then, name the element which gives two noble gases. Radium. Even completion of the reaction also can be there in the annual exam. Like they may say 88 radium 226 gives complete reaction for 1 mark. Question can be there. Name the noble gas which is most abundant in the atmosphere. It is argon. Name the noble gas which is most abundant in universe. It is helium. Electronic configuration. First is general. N2 Np6 except for the helium where I have only one S2. Helium is the exceptional case. Then you may say, sir, helium does not have any p orbital, then how we are calling it as a p block element? 1s2 only there. There is no Np6 configuration. But helium has the property similar to the other noble gases. So even the helium also, even though p orbital is absent, is considered as p block element only. And whatever the properties of noble gases, no, inactiveness, this is due to their completely filled electronic configuration. Helium, atomic number 2, it is 1s2. Neon, atomic number 10, it is 2s2 2p6 in the valence shell after helium. Then argon, here already 10 is over. Then 3s2 3p6. You should know that the writing the electronic configuration also. Krypton, now here the filling of d orbital starts, so it is 3d10 4s2 4p6, not just argon 4s2 4p6. Xenon, krypton will be there where 36 over, then 4d10 5s2 5p6. Radon will be there with the xenon where 54 is over, 4f14 5d10 4s2, sorry, this should be 6s2 6p6. Make the changes. This is not 4s2. 6s2 6p6. Where the next member unknown octanium. For that, no, it will be radon 5f14 6d10 7s2 7p6 will be there. Okay, so there was a mistake. You change the mistakes. Now, this was already asked question. Name the noble gas which does not have empty d orbitals. Which can be given? See, helium 1s2, and the 1 there is no 1p nor 1d, means there is no empty d orbital in this case. Neon This is for helium. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. But I don't have any 2d orbitals. Existence of the 2d orbital itself is not there, means no empty d orbitals. So answer should be helium and neon. The argon, if you consider, let's see here. Neon 10 over, then 3s2, 3p6, and 3d is there, may not have any electrons. That only they asked. 3d 0 means empty d orbital is present over there in this case. Whereas helium and neon does not have any empty d orbitals. So answer is helium and neon. Now, next question. It was asked in 2019 annual. Name the noble gas with ns2 np6 electronic configuration without d orbital in the valence shell. Can I write helium? Can I write helium? No. Why? Helium has only one s2 configuration, means only ns2 configuration. There is no np6 configuration here. This one is not there. In this question in 2019, many students made the mistake, they wrote helium, which is not the answer. Then what about neon? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6. They have ns2 np6 configuration. Just here, see, ns2 np6, but d orbital starts from 3, not from 2. So 2d is not there, means when the 2d is not there, there is no d orbital in the valence shell. See, this is the valence shell. Only 2s and 2p will be there. So answer should be neon, not the helium. Name the rarest element of the 18th group. Xenon and radon. Name the radioactive element of the 18th group. Radon. Name the noble gas which is not present in the atmosphere. Radon. Now, this was asked in the Karnataka city actually. How many naturally occurring p block elements are diamagnetic? See, for the diamagnetic, I should have completely filled orbitals. Completely filled orbital should be there. And remember, in the p block element, completely filled orbital will be there when ns2 np6 is there, or ns2. Whereas all other things, ns2 np5, ns2 np4, they will have that incomplete p orbital. So they cannot be diamagnetic, they all will be paramagnetic. So helium has that ns2 1s2 configuration, then neon has 1s2 2s2 2p6 configuration, completely filled, then argon, krypton, xenon. These are all diamagnetic. Whether I have to include the radon? No. Why? See here. How many naturally occurring p block elements are diamagnetic? Natural occurring means which is present in atmosphere. Radon is not present in atmosphere. It is only through radioactive disintegration we are getting it. So how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Answer should be 5, not 6. Okay. I will continue after 5 minutes. Thank you.